right. So you can get yourself set up, stretching out nice and long onto your back. Let your legs extend out. For tonight's gentle practice, we're going to be using a bolster a little bit later on. And we're just going to start with a nice centering meditation. So just giving yourself the space around your body to begin to relax. Feel your shoulders broaden, feel the arms lowering down to your sides. Feel the jawline beginning to soften. And as you allow your breath the opportunity to deepen, feel the long, slow exhalation. And bringing your breath in deep once more. Feel your belly rise, ribs expand, breath upward. And as you empty your breath out slowly, upper chest, mid-chest, belly. And just letting yourself begin to pay more attention to your body settling in. As different parts of your back and your legs begin to relax down. Begin to broaden once more across your shoulders. And as you're feeling the body gently slowing down, the muscles begin to relax. The breath is capable of deepening. And as you continue to allow the physical body the opportunity to soften, the mind stays alert to breath. And tonight's reading is entitled, I Am Loved by Life. Listen carefully as if someone were whispering into your soul. There is something you must know. It is very important. No, it is imperative that you receive these words into your deepest core of your being. These words are essential to your very existence. They will feed, nurture, and nourish you. They will support, assist, and guide you. When all else fails, these words will give you the strength and courage you need to weather the storm and walk through the fire. These are simple words, and yet very powerful. If you can accept them in the spirit in which they are given, you will be blessed. Receive these words. Life loves you. Life loves you enough to live as you, to breathe through you, to express itself as you. Life loves you so much it does everything in its power to stay in you, to be with you, and to allow you to depend on it. Life is, at this very moment, totally and absolutely in love with you. Life wants you to look, to be like you, to live as you, because it respects and honors all that you are. When life sees you coming, it gets excited. It can hardly contain itself. Life is ready to fill you up, spill over through you, and experience the best it has to offer to you. If you were to ask life what it is about you that makes you so lovable, the answer would be simple. You're alive. That's all it takes to make you loved, loving, and lovable. Until today, you may not have realized just how much life loves you. You may have believed that life was not on your side. But today, be devoted to honoring, cherishing, and enjoying life's love for you. And as you continue to feel the movement of breath, the awareness deeper from within, the life force giving you space of acknowledgement, giving you awareness as lungs fill from the bottom upward. I invite you to gradually begin to wiggle into your fingers, wiggle into your toes. I invite you to stretch in through your arms as you lengthen out across your back, across your shoulders. Stretch out a little longer in through your legs and feeling the amount of room in through your body. And now slowly bringing your arms back down to your sides. Let's go ahead and give a hug of the right knee inward towards your chest. And as the right knee draws in, just feeling the release across your back, your shoulders. You can wrap your hands up and around your right knee to help give a little bit more hug of the knee inward. Good, and then taking your right hand to the top of your knee, just start to drop the right knee out to the side without touching the floor with your right foot. Then we're going to bring the knee back up and then the knee out again to the right side. And bring the knee back up and again out. So having your right hand to the top of your knee, the foot's off the floor or the surface that you're working at, and we're just letting the knee, as if we're still hugging it in towards the chest, the foot's away from the ground. So we're just giving some flexibility here into the hip socket, the low back, and gently going back and forth to the side and to the chest. And notice if there's more release in through the hip. Letting your breath deepen. And now from here, hugging the right knee back in, let's extend the right leg straight up towards the ceiling and hold behind your thigh. Give a point of the toes and a flex of your heel. And just interchange a few times, loosening up and through your ankle. You can even start to circle the ankle. And circle it the opposite direction to loosen up any more tightness. Good, and then bringing your arms down to your sides. Just very slowly lower the leg all the way down. And as you check in with the changes through the body, through the legs, the hips, let's bring the left knee in, Reach your hands up around your left knee. Give a hug of the knee inward as we loosen into the back, into the hip. And feel how your right leg presses down, giving you ample support. And taking your left hand up now to the top of your left knee. We're going to open the knee out to the side and in towards the chest. And the knee moves out to the left side and in towards the chest. And we're just acknowledging the range of motion. What's the comfort level like here on the left side of your body? Is there tightness through the hip, groin, or is there ample freedom? Does it make noises? Is there a little clicking sound at all in through the hip? Just continuing to go slightly back and forth. Good, and then from here, give a hug of your left knee back in again. And now extending your left leg straight up towards the ceiling, holding behind your left thigh. Point your toes, flex to the heel. Point your toes, flex to the heel. Good, and then gradually lower your left leg all the way down. Pausing here for just a moment, noticing those changes in through your back, your hip. And now let's give a deep bend to both knees. So working into the hip space just a little bit more. I'd like for you to bring your arms out to your sides, and we're going to bring soles of the feet together. And on your exhale, I want you to move into cobbler's pose, where the knees open wide, the feet rest flat together, the bottoms of the feet touch. And then on your inhale, lift your knees back up and let your inner knees touch completely. Then on your exhale, the knees open wide, cobbler's pose. And then the inhale, lift your knees up to touch. Let your shoulders relax, let your neck relax. And we're trying to allow both knees to lower as we exhale. Inhale, lift the knees back up to touch. The exhalation, knees open out. The inhalation, the knees draw up and together. And as you continue to feel this balance of breath, of the movement of your body, see if the knees can lower down just a little bit more. And those very subtle adjustments, we're not trying to force the knees to drop. Good, and on your next exhale, the knees gently lower, and then just holding right here, cobbler's pose. The knees continue to open out wide to the sides. observing where the resistance is held into your body. Now just giving a slight roll of your head to the right so that right ear begins to lower down towards the ground. And then roll onto the back of your head and bring your left ear down towards the ground. And roll your head back slowly to the right side. And gradually roll your head to the left. And bring your head back to the neutral point. Take your hands under the thighs and slowly lift your knees back up one at a time. Let's give a hug of both knees now towards the chest. Hands up to your knees, take a little rock side to side, loosen up any tightness through your back, your shoulders. Good. And then rolling to one side, bring yourself up. And we're going to set ourselves up into our first pose using the support of the bolster. What I'd like for you to do is place the bolster to your right side. And we are going to go to lie down. Make sure that you have plenty of room for your legs to be straight and your head won't hit anything. And the bolster is going to rest to the right side of your thigh, down towards your knee, no higher than your right hip. So let's bring the arms out now at shoulder height, straight out to the sides. Palms can rest face upright. Give a deep into your left knee. Press into your left foot and let's start to roll now to the right thigh and bring the left knee up and over to the bolster on your right side. Keep your left shoulder and arm down. So we're not trying to turn completely to our right side. We're establishing a gentle twist. And the goal here is to relax. Relax your back, relax across your waistline as you're feeling this pivot from the base of your breastbone to your back rib cage, the low section of your ribs, giving you the space to create the twist. And just letting yourself acknowledge breath pattern as you begin to quiet the body, receive the breath comfortably. Full. Let's give a little wiggle in through your toes and through your left ankle. And slowly slide your left foot down to the floor. As you square off into your hips, lengthen your left leg straight out and feel how much longer your left side is versus your right. And then that handle that you have on your bolster or your pillows, just go ahead and place that now to your left side. And aligning the bolster, your pillows, no higher than your waistline. We're going to give a deep bend now to the right knee. And as you push into your right foot, roll up onto your left outer hip and position your right knee down to your foot over on top of the bolster. Stretching out equally through the arms. Relax into your right shoulder, right forearm. It's easier to have the bolster down closer towards your top of your left thigh, knee, shin region. If we get it up too high, there's nowhere for the leg to rest. And just melt into your right shoulder, your right arm. Acknowledging how different the twist feels moving to your right. The right leg moving to the left side of your space versus how the left side felt. And just letting your mind begin to quiet. Being present to your breath as you quiet all those thoughts that may be rampant. Just giving yourself the space to observe the freedom of your breath. allowing the breath to begin to deepen. And starting to give a little wiggle to your right toes. Just gently slide your right foot back down to the floor, the surface you're working on, and slowly roll onto your back. Let's pause there for a moment as your spine realigns, torso levels out. Go ahead and extend, right leg straight out. Feel the length outward through your feet. And in that moment of pause, just acknowledging those little subtle changes as your back melts down, letting go of any tightness. Notice how different hips feel, outer thighs. That beautiful twisting action is also supportive of your digestive system. On your next inhale, go ahead and bend at both knees. Let your feet press down equally into the floor. And as you feel that balance of your feet pressing down, I invite you now to interlace your hands behind your head and just let your head rest back and into your hands. We're going to go ahead and lift just the right shin off the floor parallel to the ceiling. Flex into your foot so that you're not pointing your toes. I want you to envision that your right foot is flat up against the wall. Good, and as you keep that energy into your right leg, go ahead now and lift your left shin up as well. Keep your head back and into your hands. Keep the knees over the hips, not in towards the chest. And as you continue to flex into your feet, take in a deep breath, empty it out. And now lightly tap your right big toe to the floor, and then lift your right leg back up and parallel to your left. And now lightly tap your left big toe down and lift your left leg up. Right leg down and back up. Left foot down and back up. And just interchange right side and left side. Keep your head pressing into your hands, the upper back continuing to make contact to the surface you're working on. And as we bring the strength into the belly, keep your breath full. 2 more. Here's your last round. And gently place both feet back down. Step your feet wider than your waist and let your knees rock side to side. And as the legs are loosening up, we're releasing any of the tightness around the thighs, the back, the belly. And now, walking both feet back in. If you have any props on your left side that are in your way, I invite you just to take those and place them away from your space. And then give a deep bend to your right knee and place your right ankle to your left thigh. And as you just feel how your back starts to loosen up, let your shoulders relax down once more. And on your next inhale, let's lift. Left leg in and thread your hands behind your left thigh. You can extend your left leg straight up towards the ceiling if that's comfortable for you, or you can bend your knee deeply and let your foot move down towards the floor. If your comfort level allows, your flexibility, you can wrap your hands around the front of the left shin. And let's try to relax around the shoulders, the upper back. Try to refrain from lifting your chin up high towards the ceiling. Feel the lengthen through the back of your neck. Notice how your jaw responds to this. Are you tensing up at all into the jaw, the throat? And from here, if you want to go one step deeper, now that the hip is loosened up, I invite you to exhale and curl your forehead up towards your right calf. So as we feel some power here in through the belly, some strength across the back. Full inhale again. See if you can curl up one more time or hug the left knee in one more time. Good, and on your exhale, slowly release. Left foot down, right foot down, and pause for just a moment. Observe the adjustments across your back, your hips. And now give a deep into your right knee. Place your left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Good, so with your left ankle resting to right thigh, this may be enough. Feel free to stay here. If comfort allows, lift your right leg in and thread your hands behind your right thigh. If you want, you can extend your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. Let's try to relax both shoulders down once more. If your flexibility allows, try to wrap your hands around the front of your right shin. And again, let's start to feel the length through the back of the neck versus the chin rising up towards the ceiling. Keeping the breath smooth. Now that your back and hip is loosened up, let's try to take it one step deeper. On your exhale, lift your forehead up towards your left calf. Keeping the breath full. Feel the exhale as the opportunity to draw your head up. Good. One more deep breath in. And exhale slowly. Put your head down. Unwind, right foot to the floor, left foot to the floor. Step your feet wider than your hips, and let's bring both knees down to the right. And as we release any tightness in through left hip flexor, top of thigh, outer hip, just drop into the shoulders, the back of your head. Let go of any tightness surrounding into the upper back. And just feel that beautiful freedom in through the hips, thighs, knees gradually lowering down. Good. Next inhale, lift your knees back up. Make sure the knees are still bent deep, feet still wider than your hips. And now gradually lower the legs to your left. Notice how different that movement of legs to the left. How does right shoulder respond? Can you get the shoulder to relax? Acknowledge the distance between your right armpit down to your waistline, outward through both knees. On your next inhale, slowly lift both legs back up. Walk your feet closer in. Gently draw the knees in towards your chest with a little rock side to side to loosen up tightness through your back. That slight little rock side to side, we loosen up all the way through the shoulders. And now taking your legs straight up towards the ceiling, I want you to try to reach up as comfortably as you can to your hands, whether it's behind your thighs, your knees, upward towards your calves. We're trying to keep the back of the head and shoulders still down, so just check in with your comfort level. Now, would your feet be resting flat to the ceiling or to the wall, depending on the height that you're lifting to? Or is one side pressing up a little higher? Are little toe sides of your feet pressing higher than the big toe sides? So get some energy going here into your legs. Take in another deep breath, please. And now we're going to reach the fingers up towards the toes. I want you to take in a deep breath. And on your exhale, lift your head and reach your fingers up as high as you can and touch onto the legs. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, relax down. Exhale, straight up, lift, lift, lift. Inhale, relax down. Try to touch your legs. Reach up, keep your legs energized, lift them up. Exhale, touch a little higher. Inhale down, one more, here we go. Exhale up and inhale down. Hug your knees in towards your chest once more. Take a little rock side to side. Good. Roll to one side, pause here on your side. Feel the adjustments through your back. Good, and then continue to come on up. And as you come up, let's find our bolster once more. And I want you to take a nice wide stance with your legs. And we're going to use the bolster to prop up and give us some support. So you can either take your hands to the floor. If you have a bolster, you can flip it up maybe on one side. I want you to take your legs out as wide as you can so that you begin to actually feel the stretch through the inner knee and through the groin. Good, and then from here, start to fold gently forward. Take your time with this. And as you feel the gradual fold forward, just start to acknowledge how long your spine is. So keep in mind your neck is part of your spine. And if you were just to imagine that your torso was in more like a body cast, so it's all moving at the same rate versus your chin dropping towards your chest. I want you to think about having all of that length and support in through your back. And then as you gradually hinge forward, that slow release, you're going to feel the increase of the stretch through inner knees, maybe behind your knees, upward through inner thighs, potentially up through the groin. Is breath equal through both sides of your back? Are you holding your breath? Let's start to sway the shoulders a little bit to the right. Feel your left shoulder press forward a bit more. Sway your shoulders now to the left, and press your right shoulder slightly forward. So you're gaining more length. Let's sway again to the right, left shoulder moving forward. And you may start to find elbows even move more forward. Sway your shoulders to the left, and your right shoulder presses forward. And once you feel like you're really at your max point, then you can just start to balance out through your forearms. You may start to find that you want to sway a little bit once more so that you can gain more space, especially across the waistline, low back. And these are very subtle little changes that you're creating at this point. On your next inhale, take your time. Start to walk yourself back up. Let's go ahead and place the bolster off to the side. Bring your legs around. Let's come into diamond pose now with the legs so the feet are more forward, not drawn in too far towards the groin. And allowing the knees to start to gently lower down. Let's bring the right hand out, hip height to your right side. Left hand can either stay at your waistline or you can lift your left arm up and even stretch your left arm across and try to lower your right forearm down towards the floor. Reach out as long as you can into your left fingers. Good. On your next inhale, gently rise back up. Level out once more. Take your left hand wide to your left side. Feel the right knee dropping down. You can keep right hand to your waist. Take it up to the ceiling. Stretch it across. You can start to bend your left elbow a little bit more. Maybe the left forearm can touch the floor. Maybe not. That's okay. Just continue to feel right knee moving to the right and gradually down. Good. Inhale slowly. Come back up. Lift your knees. Help your legs straight out in front. Let's inhale, the arms up high overhead, and then exhale, reach forward, bring your hands down to a comfortable space. Good. Next inhale, walk yourself back up. Good. So as we make our journey into our final pose tonight, if you want to sit up onto your bolster, you may. We're going to sit into a simple cross-legged position, and sometimes that's more beneficial so that your hips can actually drop. If sitting onto the floor and that the knees start to lift straight up, having that height up underneath you actually gets your knees to drop down. So it helps to alleviate any strain across your back. You can start to feel the body releasing. So as we find our seat, I want you to take your dominant hand. We're going to do alternate nostril breathing tonight. And we're going to bring pointer finger, middle finger right to your brow line. You're then going to use ring finger or thumb. So either way, we're going to switch back and forth. Just taking a deep breath through your nose, both nostrils receive. And on your exhale, empty out through both nostrils. Now close your left nostril and inhale through your right side. Now close your right nostril and exhale through your left side. Inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Close, exhale right. Inhale right. Close, exhale left. Inhale left. Bring your hand back down onto your lap and just exhale your breath out comfortably. As you feel the strength in through your spine, this beautiful action of rising up, and the calmness in through your brain, your body, giving yourself the space of acknowledgement here at the end of your practice. And as you take note of all the changes you've had within your body, I invite you to fold your hands to prayer position to your heart. With the bow of your head, just take a moment and give thanks deeper into your heart, your lungs, your muscles, your bones. Give thanks to the balance within your brain. And at an emotional level, giving thanks for this opportunity to release what no longer serves you. To make room in your heart, your energetic heart, to continue to show the compassion, the joy within yourself. I bow to each and every one of you, and I thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.